guests, parents, staff, boys and girls to our Indigenous Song and Dance concert here at Pally Primary School. You are all in for a really special treat. Today you will see our own homegrown primary school talent with some traditional Aboriginal dancing. You will be entertained with music by our visiting choir, Major Tulmorna, sitting so beautifully and elegantly in their black and silk scarves. They are singers of Indigenous songs, and by the end, we'll send you home not only with a song in your heart, but you'll be itching to get in front of the mirror to practice those deadly dance moves. I'd like now to invite our very special elder for Palmyra Primary School is Dr. Joan Winch and Mari Taylor, Elder Mari Taylor. Would you please give the very first welcome at Palmyra Primary School? Welcome to country. Let's invite them up.
Can you hear me? Nice chirping. Hi, no, no. Wajak. Hi, what is Bonkas, Marman, Yogas, Bavangers, Nilji, Nyaltinajan, Pujawabu, Tavakan, Oh, Dima, Karajan, Poppy Mungnet, Langan. I'm happy to welcome you to Wajak country. Welcome to the children, special guests, men, women and friends. Welcome to the spirit of the land where our ancestors walked. Land where the rainbow snake made his mark, and we hope we have a happy day all around. I'd like to tell you a little story, seeing that it's Easter, about eggs from our desert country. My mother came from the desert country, but my father came from Yunga country down south. So it's a story of the 7 sisters. Won't be too boring, won't be very long, but I hope you remember it. So the story about the 7 sisters and Easter eggs from our desert country. The first songs were sung by women, the 7 sisters. Our people do a dance with a figure of 8 around us of the 7 sisters and their mother. The 7 sisters came down from the stars and landed at a place called Yabubarna. It's the breakaway country up in the desert. The 7 sisters danced their way through the land and left their songs for the people to sing. They still sing, the women still sing the songs today. The songs gave them the rules for living, like you're learning at school now, and a guide for the food we eat and the medicine plants that we use. And the rules and regulations to live by and our way of life. When the old people tell the story today, they sing the songs to teach the people. These songs are of a land which they calls the wind, the rain and the sunshine. It's also a part of the healing. The women created the food and a way of life for the people on earth. It was all this was instructed by Jindu, the sun. The older sisters returned to the stars, leaving the 7th sister here on earth. The 7th sister cried, and she tried to follow her family. She can still be seen in the stars. If you look up in the stars, you see the 7 sisters. And there's one little star trailing behind, and that is the 7th sister who was left behind on the earth. And the main point about this is the 7 sisters came down and they created the egg. Now, all of us grow from an egg. Everything grows from an egg. And so this is why Easter time is important to us too. And I used to wonder why do we have eggs at Christmas, at Easter, because it didn't seem to work out. But it's really the telling of new life. And so when you eat Easter eggs, just remember that story, the story of the people that came down and gave us the eggs from the stars. Thank you very much. Now I'll let Mrs. Taylor come and talk to you.
Yankaburia, Mum. Thank you, Auntie. Let me warmly welcome you to the land of my family's country, Wajak Nunga Burja. Wajak Baladong Puri Yok Wanju Kologas, Nunga Wong Wedgers. Wanju Wajak Nunga Bur Norik Nini. Kora Ngan Murt Genevidi Nija Wajak Burja. Balapin Kalip Nijinini. Kora Kolongas Nijinin Kalip Wakani Ni Jenna Kadajan Kitiwaki Yayi Kolongas Wajala Kolongas Nunga Kolongas Nunga Wom Kolongas Nijinin Balapin Kadajan Maya Ni Jenna Kadajan Wakani Wanju Nunga Borja Ngan Europe Nunak Nini Wajak Nunga Borja. And what I've said to you children is welcome to the land of the Noongar people. This is my family's country where they lived and walked and camped a long time ago. Today we share this land with all peoples, especially all the little children who sit and learn in their house of teaching. Today we all sit under the trees and on the ground of Noongar country. Nichakara Noriki Bornawanki, Shoai, Warawi Burka, Murichwe. I've asked the bad spirit to leave the room, the good spirit to come and settle with us all and upon the school. I don't come in anger, I leave the message stick of peace and remind you that we did this a long time ago, we did it today, and we'll continue to do so in the future, because a long time ago we never had mobile phones, so we could ring up and leave a message. What would happen when anybody visited the campsite and nobody was home, they would hang a bunch of gum leaves to let the family know that they didn't come to fight, but they came to sit down and talk and celebrate like we are today. Yawa Yura Ward Ko Nunakan Bordawan Nalakaniti Yini, Wajak Borja. May God bless and keep you all until later on when we return to sit with you on Noongar country. Yunka, thank you.
And Joan. That was really quite a moving and lovely little ceremony, and hope first of many on this great land here. Now it's time to